What is going on, everybody? So this is the first Rusty Money Challenge that I'm actually able to do. So I figured I'd kind of do a little intro video showing off some of the equipment that I got and kind of my own little twist on it too. But anyways, thank you to Rusty for thinking of all these awesome challenges. And also a huge thank you to Matt, who is the creator of the Blackwater Bottoms map. Man, I am so excited to finally get to play on your map. Anyways, let's dive into this thing. Just got off the bus at the gas station in the little town in Blackwater Bottoms here. So we just actually ended up buying this farm from a guy who used to be a logger. And he said it was his grandpa's farm, but he hasn't farmed it for quite a few years. And he said he hasn't even been out there for a long time either. But anyways, with the farm, he actually sold us one of his older tree harvesters, which, man, this thing looks just brand new. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've never been around one of these or seen any of these in real life before. So, man, this thing looks expensive. I mean, we probably could have got another $250,000 or $300,000 off the farm if he wouldn't have thrown this thing in here. But, man, this thing looks like it is going to be a blast to use. And then he also said something about an old pickup kind of behind the gas station. So we're going to... Oh, it's right there. Man, I don't know if that thing's gonna run or not. It looks like it was just kind of thrown back here. The hood's popped open. I wonder if the battery's dead. We might have to check that really quick. Yeah, I don't know if this thing's gonna start or not, man. It looks like the battery connections are pretty clean, but oh man, this thing needs a washing badly. We're gonna fire it up and see if it'll actually run. Well, I'll be, man, I did not think that this thing was gonna start. Oh, the steering actually works too. I'm surprised this thing has power steering and that it's working. Well, let's get this hood shut and kind of run down to our land and see if we can find the rest of our equipment. And if you guys know me, you know I love using my drone, so we're going to be using the drone quite a bit on our farm here. And we're actually just about to our land here. It's actually kind of all these trees on this one side of the road here. So I think I can see why it was a good idea kind of throwing that tree harvester in the deal too. But this is, oh man, there's a deer right there. There's all kinds of deer in here actually. I don't know, he said this is kind of the road is right across the bridge, but there is not a whole lot of a road here, man. It is pretty overgrown. He said it'd been a few years since he'd been out here, but I don't know how many years a few years is. We're just gonna kind of keep going this way. It looks like there's maybe a barn or something in the distance there, but yeah, we're gonna have to just chop trees down just to get our equipment in here. But he said most of the equipment is actually kind of around the barn, so we're gonna head over to the barn and see what we can find. So we're at the barn here, and the first thing I'm seeing is some pretty decent looking little Massey Ferguson box drills here, and it looks like they're actually set up to run in tandem, kind of offset tandem, but you know, that's not too bad for kind of what we got around here. We do have a couple other fields kind of around this area, but man, all this stuff is grass and trees, and there's a ton of grass. Then if we start heading over towards the barn there, the first thing I'm noticing is an auger that looks like it got ran into the top of the roof there. Some type of little auger trailer. Let's see if... Well, I can't sneak through there, but if we go in the barn, it's made in Germany. It looks like a Loma. I've never heard of that brand before, but you know, it might be pretty handy for loading up some of the box drills and stuff. So, and that's a pretty sweet looking little 886 International. Man, that thing's a good looking tractor. And oh, it looks like it must be set up for plowing or rock picking or something, because it's only got one tire on this side, but it's got the two on this side. So, but man, that is a pretty sweet looking little tractor there. It has got a pretty sweet interior too, man. I don't know what kind of style this is, but man, it looks pretty good in here. And the roof's actually pretty clean. Hopefully we don't have a bunch of mice in this thing. When we hop out of the tractor here, it looks like we do have at least one header, so we're gonna be able to cut some of our crops with this good old Case combine header here. Looks like we got some pickup reels on it too, so if we got any downed crop, those pickup reels are gonna come in pretty handy. Ooh, and there's the combine to go with it too. Let's see, what is this? Another Case 2188 Case combine. And I'm not sure what brand this corn header is. Not something I've ever seen before. It almost looks like it's in, I don't even know what. Yeah, we're gonna have to look that one up. And a little bit of some John Deere green as well on this place too. So we got a corn planter, and it looks like a disc, but man, that is a pretty large disc. I don't know if our little tiny case tractor can pull that. I'm gonna have to check the email from that guy and see if there's some more equipment hiding around here. So I actually just talked to the guy, and he said his grandpa had a bigger four-wheel drive red tractor somewhere around there. He said there might have been an incident down at the river. He said something to do with the big rock behind the barn, so we're gonna have to go kind of check that out and see if we can find a big rock. Let's see, there's a couple. There's a big rock, there's another big rock there. Let's go check this one first, see if we can find anything. I'm not seeing anything that way. I don't know, there's nothing down that way. See, nothing down that way. We'll kind of go check down by that big rock. Wait, what is... Oofta. I want to know the story of how they got that thing down there. But we're going to have a time getting this thing out of here. Looks like a good old Massey Ferguson 4900. Needs a little cleaning up. I hope it runs, man. That is going to be a kind of a job getting this thing pulled out of here. But man, at least we got all of our equipment here. I guess the next thing is going to be kind of cleaning stuff up and seeing if we can get this tractor pulled out of here somehow. Like I said, I want to put my own little kind of twist and story behind it since this is the first Rusty Money Challenge I'm going to be doing. And so you actually need all those styles of equipment for this challenge, if you guys were wondering on that. And if you're wondering on the rules or want to do the challenge yourself, you can go over to the Farming Simulator Challenges Facebook page, which is ran by Rusty. And there he'll have all the rules set out and kind of what all the goals are and everything as well. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be diving into this challenge and having just an absolute blast with it.